Hi, boys and girls. I have a really special book to read to you today. And the person who wrote it, the author, his name is Malcolm Mitchell. And he is he used to play professional football for the New England Patriots. And he had a hard time reading as a child. He really had to work hard to read, and it wasn't easy for him. And so, as an adult, I'm going to show you his picture right here. As an adult, he worked on it and he kind of practiced and got better at it. And then all of a sudden, when it clicked, reading became one of his most favorite things to do. And he wanted to share this passion with all of us. He wants to get people to continue reading and to practice so that once it clicks, we can really enjoy it like he does. So he really wants young ones like you guys to start now and just find a love for books. So he wrote this book called Malcolm Mitchell, The Magician's Hat. And it's illustrated. The person who drew the pictures is Joanne Lou Veritoff. So we're going to read this book and hopefully maybe take a challenge to read more books ourselves or just even look at the pages if we can't read yet, but just to be more involved with books. That's going to be a challenge and we can do it. The Magician's Hat by Malcolm Mitchell. Family Fun Day at the library was filled with exciting events. Book scavenger hunts, storytelling, reading rallies. Today, for the first time, a magician arrived with a bag of tricks and a big hat. Everyone gathered around to see the magician perform. He bent a spoon just by looking at it. He made playing cards float in front of his nose. The magician could even make a coin appear from a puppy's ear. When he waved his wand, a banana vanished. This was just the warm up act. Now the magician was ready to dazzle the crowd with his favorite trick of all. The magician's magic started with a story. When I was a kid, my mom and dad brought me to this library on Family Fun Day. During the book scavenger hunt, I wandered into the reading room. There were hundreds of books, books about dogs, books about planes, books about the sun, flowers, rain, cities, and circus dancers. Out of the hundreds of books, one special book jumped out at me. It was a book about magic. I read and read and read every single word on every single page. I discovered that book wasn't just about magic. I learned that books are magic. Even though I was still in the library, those pages and words took me to places I had always dreamed of going. This is how I knew I wanted to become a magician when I grew up. Soon after that, I got my magician's hat. The Family Fun Day crowd had grown. Kids from all over town were eager to see more of the magician's magic. He asked them, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Amy shouted, "I want to be a dentist." The magician invited Amy to reach inside his hat. Amy dug deep, then deeper until she felt something. It's It's a book, Amy shouted. The magician asked, "What is your book about?" "My book's about teeth, cleaning teeth, and fixing teeth, and x-rays. Right away, like magic, Amy saw herself holding a dental tools, a toothbrush, and a rinsing cup. But in the library, where everyone could see, Amy was hugging her book and smiling. Matt had been watching closely. After seeing Amy's magic, he wondered, what else is in that hat? He called out, I want to be a famous football player. And so the magician offered Matt his hat. Let's see what magic you can find inside. Matt reached in, way down. There was something that couldn't fit into just one hand. Matt plunged both hands into the hat and pulled. It's a book about football. It even has my name on it. All at once, like magic, Matt was on the field, running, tackling, catching, punting, sometimes fumbling, sometimes falling, lots of times winning. Ryan called out from the back of the crowd, wait a second, this is not magic. Amy's and Matt's parents must have told the magician what they want to be when they grow up. The magician asked Ryan, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? This was Ryan's chance to prove that the magician was a fake. He snickered and said, a dog. The magician asked Ryan to reach into his magical hat. Ryan said, I can't feel anything. Sometimes you must really reach and stretch for what you want to be. That's part of the magic. Ryan reached deeper and deeper until his fingers grabbed onto something. He clutched a beautiful book that had nothing to do with dogs. Its pages were filled with letters and paintings and photos and foldouts, stars, planets, rocket ships. Ryan had always dreamed of becoming an astronaut and exploring the wide open sky, hurtling into outer space and zooming to a far off galaxy. Whoa, whispered Ryan. How did you do that? I'm not doing anything, the magician said. You are. I am? Asked Ryan. But there's got to be a secret trick in those books. The desires that are within you bring out the magic in these books. Follow your dreams, and they will take you wherever you want to go. The magician turned his hat so everyone could see inside. What are your dreams? That question made all kinds of magic appear. The end. So I want you to think, what are your dreams? What's a book you would love to read about and learn more about? And if you don't know, maybe just take a chance and just start looking at books, and maybe something will become interesting to you and you'll say, oh my goodness, this book makes me want to do something. And you have to use your imagination, which we do that a lot in class. So my challenge to you is to read more this week. Can you do it? Say, yes, we can. Go find a book, and if you don't know how to read, just look at all the pictures and look and see if you know any letters. Say, oh, that's a letter A, That's a letter B. Or just look at all the pictures and try to make up your own story to the pictures. Or ask somebody in your house that does know how to read. Say, will you read to me this book? And start reading more so that you can start finding your dreams in books, just like Malcolm Mitchell did. So I challenge you, go find a book. Go look at a book right now. You can do it. I miss you. I love you. Bye, guys.